Hello YouTube, it's Accurate again. Now this is my MiniLab MK2 from Arturia. This is a really small 25 key keyboard with 16 knobs and 8 drum pads. I've had this keyboard for a bunch of years now, and I've been talking to a guy over at Arturia, and he actually just sent me this one, Arturia MiniLab MK2. So it's the same kind of product, 25 keys, 16 knobs, 8 pads, but it has a way better quality to it. The keyboard feels a lot nicer, and the encoders are better. These two have push button functionality as well, and the pads are also better. So it's the same kind of deal, but just version 2. And the cool thing about this keyboard is that it's dedicated to a software. You could use it as a normal MIDI keyboard to machine or whatever you have laying around, but it's designed to work together with the Analog Lab software. So looking at the box, we can see that the keyboard includes a version of Analog Lab Lite, Ableton Live Lite, and Grand Piano from UVI. I have the full version of Analog Lab Lite, and that's the only thing I'm going to use in conjunction with Machine to make a track today. So I'm going to run Arturia MiniLab MK2 with the software Analog Lab as a plugin inside of Machine. I'm going to see how far I can take this and if I can make a full track using just the Analog Lab software. No samples, no plugins, no effects from Machine, nothing like that. Just use that as a sequencer for this one. So we have a new project. Let's set the tempo to 80 something. And on this pad I'm going to load up external instrument Arturia Analog Lab 2 as an AU plugin. And that's the interface right there. So now I can change my preset using this knob, selecting like that. And this knob lets me scroll through my filters. So if I just want sounds from, say, the Jupiter 8, I can just select it like that and choose a preset from the list, and then it's loaded right onto the keyboard. So let's go to percussive sounds, and not just the Jupiter 8, but all the sounds in the library. So now let's just go through the list and try to find a kick sound. So that's good enough. Let's go for another instance of Analog Lab right there. And percussive sounds again. 909 snare, perhaps? Maybe not. Cheesy snare. And now all of these knobs corresponds to the ones on the software right here. So say I want to change the decay envelope 1, it's this knob. That's actually very intuitive. That's a kick and a snare. Over here I need some kind of hi-hat. Or maybe I can just go to the computer and type in hi-hat. Oh, I like that one. So that's a hi-hat. Let's see if I can just change the filter. Now this is just a really simple way to tweak the presets. This is not synthesis in any way. This is just a little shortcut to making the sounds a little bit different. So now I have a kick and a snare and a hi-hat. Let's start by recording the hi-hat. And on top of the hi-hat, let's go with a kick and a snare. So that's a basic drum loop right there. I'm not going to be too picky about the drums, so I'm going to go to a new group and open up another instance of the Analog Lab. And this time around I'm not looking for drum sounds anymore, I'm looking for a bass, and I want it to be soft, I think. Let's see what I can find. Let's go for dark. So maybe the one called Big Sub. Yeah, that's a nice bass sound, but let's go ahead and duplicate that to another pad and change the sound of this one to hard sound keys. Oh, that's not hard, but it's a nice sound. So over here, I got the bass sound, and over here, I got the whirly piano. So let's record something like... So yeah, that's something. So I'm gonna take those notes, copy all of them, paste them 1 octave higher. Lower the velocity of the high ones. Yeah, I can change the vibrato. So let's try to record the bass. So the basics of this track is recorded, and the next element I want to add has to be a bit more synthy because I'm using the Analog Lab software, which replicates synths from old analog synthesizers. So let's open a new instance on a new group of the Analog Lab. So let's go for something R&B lead. No. 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 So let's just add the word bright in there. Let's go for another preset. Lucky lead. Do I feel lucky? Yeah. Oh, that's a nice one. Might be able to use it. Well, that's too big of a sound. So I think I need to change the filter. So I'm going to record the sound on top of the track, but I'm going to modulate this filter at the same time, so let's see how that goes. So I loaded up another group with the same Analog Lab 2, and I found a sound called Dive In. This is just what it is. And I don't know why, but I just think it fits the beat alright, so I'm gonna record that much of it. To me, stuff like that really matters. Let's see if we can find anything else to add in here. Let's just turn the knob like this and go for a random sound. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna use it. Like that. Oh, an arpeggio thing. Okay, I said I was going to use it, so... So, like that. I guess I'm pretty much done with this right now, and I'm actually quite happy with where the MiniLab MK2 took me here. The drum sounds, yeah, I know they're not really the best ones, and I want to add some effects to them if I want to release this track for real. But to be what it is, I think it's just fantastic. I'm going to put some scratch on top of this beat as well, so you guys can hear what I'm thinking in those lines. Yeah.